Yo, what's going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Another year, another disappointing international performance for the West. So far, MSI not going very well. I believe the Western teams have gotten, 3-1, 3-0, 3-0 so far. We do have Golden Guardians left to play tomorrow, but today was another rough day with Cloud9 looking okay at times against BLG, but ultimately getting 3-0'd. So instead of, talking about MSI, looking at that stuff, kind of wallowing in our sorrows, we're going to come back to the LCS and talk about some very surprising, some very big, and also some pretty upsetting news regarding this man right here up on our screen, 100 Thieves Tenacity. So over the past couple of years, obviously he has been one of the top LCS Academy prospects. Not just best top lane prospects, but really one of the best prospects overall. People saying that, hey, he at least has the potential, at least has the chance to be one of the great, next great North American players, one of the next great North American top laners. But the last couple of years have been a little bit weird for him. He was trying to break into the LCS, He was like an 18-year-old prospect, 19-year-old prospect. Now, according to his Twitter, he's 20 years old. He couldn't really find a team, couldn't get on a team. He was kind of walled off by 100 Thieves because, yes, they had him, but they also had Someday up in the top lane, so he wasn't able to get an opportunity ever. Last year, they finally announced that they were going to be running a 6-man roster, a 6-man rotation with Someday and Tenacity both, so Tenacity could actually get some LCS games. If you guys remember, throughout the entirety of 2022, Tenacity played just a single game. I do believe they lost that game, but I think he actually played okay. I think he played a Kennen game where, he did fine. It wasn't his fault they lost, nothing like that. But he played just one game the whole year, which to me was an absolute travesty. It was an absolute joke. Horribly managed by 100 Thieves. Just a really, really terrible situation. I can imagine how frustrating, annoying, weird, bad that was for Tenacity and his development. Probably his mental and stuff like that too. Had to be super, super tilting, whatever. Then we get to this year where, he's got this long time coming, but finally starting for 100 Thieves. He starts this year. He doesn't look that great throughout most of the split. 100 Thieves overall ends up being kind of disappointing, but 100 Thieves definitely had more issues than just Tenacity in this last split, and it was a rookie in his very, very first split. These things are going to take time. Imagine in any other sport, a player coming in and getting half a season and then getting thrown back to the bench. Like a top prospect, they need time to develop. They need games. They need to, be able to overcome some mistakes and some errors and stuff like that. If you really are a great prospect, it's going to take time. Most of these guys in any sport, even League of Legends, don't come up to the big leagues right away and start dominating. So many people were like, oh yeah, Tenacity sucked this year. Oh yeah, Tenacity deserves to be benched, blah, 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 blah. To me, that's idiotic. To me, that makes no sense. But 100 Thieves has Someday coming back. So now Tenacity's in this weird place again where he is still seen as one of the best prospects, still seen as a guy who could maybe develop into something really, really great, but can't find a place to play. 100 Thieves, really, in my opinion, continues to mismanage him, continues to do him dirty, continues to not give him a fair shake, fair opportunities. And that's what's led us up to this point where we finally got this from Reddit. I think it is this one here. LS, Tenacity to pursue content creation for the remainder of 2023. This is Reddit thread. I'm not sure which Reddit thread this is, but I'm glad he isn't teamless. Hoping Tenacity can find a team too. We don't have enough NA tops to not play the ones who are LCS level. This must have been a post about Someday returning to 100 Thieves. People saying, hey, I'm glad he isn't teamless. And then LS chimes in. This is the official LS Reddit account. Says Tenacity spending the summer/worlds in Korea. He's going full-time content creator. And then this guy replies again, hey, it's not really that surprising. Nobody picked him up, to be honest. I don't really know how much further he can be developed by an NA org without a seriously experienced positional coach, although maybe being on a team that isn't just protect the double if might help, which that's weird to me because I don't really know how much further he can be developed by an NA org. He's gotten to play one split in the LCS. What does that even mean? It could be nerves. It could be pressure. It could be him still trying to get comfortable. It could be a bad meta for him. This team, this roster could be bad for him. Him getting one split, how can you say you don't really think he can be developed further by an NA org? To me, that is absolutely idiotic. That's insane. How does this have 15 upvotes? So weird, so strange. I don't understand. I don't get it. This whole Tenacity situation is so maddening, so frustrating. On one hand, that seems like a waste of talent unless he can actually learn something from this. On the other hand, it's probably far better for him 10 years down the road if he can make something of it. Do you have any insight as to whether he's going full-time content creator a la T1 or like actually looking to improve? And LS says he's going to be living in my house and I think full-time streaming, solo queue, co-streaming, etc. So Again, from this post, all it says is Tenacity is going to be pursuing content creation for the remainder of 2023, meaning, hey, maybe he's not able to find a roster, maybe he doesn't want to find a roster, maybe he wants a break, maybe he's mental boom from this last split, I don't know, but it still wasn't clear what his future plans were going to be. It wasn't clear whether this meant he was going to be trying to return to pro play in 2024. Maybe he's going to be doing something like Nemesis, where he's going to be streaming and playing solo queue a bunch, but hey, if the right offer pops up, maybe he'll come back, maybe he's doing something, where he's just totally content creator. Maybe he's just taking a one split break, something like a guy like Doublelift has done, and then returning to pro play later. Because again, it's much easier to find a team in the real offseason than the offseason between spring and summer, where there's not going to be as many opportunities available. There's not going to be as good a lineups. You're not going to be able to really, pick and choose from multiple different offers. You might only have one spot, and it might only be on a team like Dignitas or a team like Immortals or something like that. So things weren't really clear, but we did have LS fortunately elaborate on this thing in this recent Twitch clip, so we can see a little bit more about LS's thoughts and kind of what he's heard and what he thinks.
He's coming here in 6 days.
How long is saying?
Huh?
Wait, is Tenacity gonna be on a team or not? Or is
No.
known yet?
He's gonna be 100 Thieves. He's gonna be a 100 Thieves content creator.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He's not gonna play?
No, he's done. He doesn't want to play anymore.
Are you trolling or not?
I'm being serious. Yeah.
Like completely?
Really?
I think I had like I don't know, like an hour-long combo with him about it, and he wants to be around in esports, but he thinks that like LCS and like playing pro and NA and stuff is just not it anymore. So his stream is like doing pretty well, and then he's doing very well on like TikTok and like he's coming here in 6 days.
So, LS really making it sound like that Tenacity is going to be done for good. I mean, I don't know if retirement from professional play is the right word, but it might be in this instance. Really saying that he is going full-time content creation, and not just that, him kind of talking trash about, the pro play dream and the pro play goals and stuff like that. And it's funny here because it says, you might like Copy LOL as well. And we recently had Copy retiring from professional play as well due to probably a similar situation where he, can't even get opportunities to play in the LCS. Teams aren't really giving him a fair shake, and this is a huge problem for the LCS. If your top prospects are saying, hey, trying to play professionally is not it, that is not good, because we know LCS is already it's already the weakest major region in the world, and we know that NA players themselves are already some of the weakest major region players in the world as well. And if our best new up and coming LCS players are not even pursuing the pro play dream, whether or not it's because they're not good enough or because the system sucks or a little bit of both, that is a very, very bad sign for the future, because we're already in not a great place. And if our future is crumbling, then that means things are not going to get better going forward. That means more imports. That means worse overall NA players. This is a bad sign, and it's very, very interesting to hear this from, LS saying that Tenacity said, the pro play dream's kind of dead or whatever. He still wants to be in esports, but trying to go pro is not it. Maybe it's work-life balance. Maybe it's, org handling these things poorly. I don't know. But, man, just another huge, terrible sign for the LCS. I think the league continues to be managed poorly. I think the teams continue to manage their players and staff and organizations poorly. Everything is not looking great. And again, it's very, very sad to see Tenacity not getting an opportunity. It's sad to see Tenacity feeling like it's not worth it to continue this. But it's also sad to see the LCS and kind of the surrounding everything, infrastructure, resources, players, teams, everything continue to go downhill. To me, this is really not a great sign. So I definitely want to get this news out to you guys. But that's pretty much it for this video today. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.